Hello and welcome to the first vlog on my channel. I thought that I would take a moment today to share with you guys some of my goals for this year. It's a little bit different from the music videos that I usually am sharing here, so here's my face. Let's see. Before we get into that though, I think that I want to take a moment real quick just to introduce myself. For those who don't know, I'm Jessie, also known as Artsy Robots. I don't know why I looked at my head. I was a biology major that turned to freelance art a few years back, and I've been doing it ever since. A lot of my work comes from commissions for overlays and emotes for Twitch streamers, as well as creating designs for D&D player characters and the non-player characters for Dungeon Masters. I also work with my patrons over on Patreon to create fun illustrations each month that are voted on by them, as well as creating some projects that are still in progress that I just started this month, so we'll see how that goes. When I'm not working on those, I'm creating the music videos I mentioned earlier here on this channel of speed paints of either my work for Patreon or commissions, or they're my personal pieces of usually my D&D characters that I created because I really want to work on that character design stuff, and it's just fun seeing them come to life like that and getting to share that process with you. Making sure that I have the time to not only work on all of these projects but also have time to work on personal pieces takes a lot of organization skills that I'm still trying to master. There's always room for improvement, right? But I'm trying to get it a little bit better, and I thought it'd be fun to vlog about it. One of the ways that I work on getting everything organized is at the beginning of the year. I usually like to sit down with a nice cup of joe tea and just brainstorm all of the ideas that I have until I have some uniformed idea of where I want to go, what I think is expected of me, and what my true intentions and, like, I guess do some soul searching so I can be the best artist that I can be. And I wanted to share the art goals that I created to help me succeed on what I have decided that I want to focus on this year. And I thought it would be fun to share. For this year, one of my goals is to do art studies almost every day. I want to sit down and pull up like a screenshot from a movie that I absolutely adore, or like find photos and like use them as references to get some more realistic drawings down in my palette. I guess that's the right way to say that. In order for me to improve my skills. I feel like over the years I've been soft locked into becoming a perfectionist with everything that I create. So I'll start sketching up an idea and then I'm just like, yes, love it, more. And before I know it, I've spent days on a piece that I only really needed to spend 30 minutes on. Because if I'm being real, sometimes those pieces were better as a sketch than being finished. And it's just the way it is. Sometimes not every piece needs to be a finished quote-unquote illustration that's fully rendered, has the line art that I want it to have in my head as I imagine it. And that's okay, except that I haven't been doing that. So I'm hoping that this year I create more pieces that are rough and raw and just practicing so I can see if I actually can improve some of my art skills and some of the stuff that I don't really know a lot about. My second art goal for this year is to experiment more, which kind of goes hand in hand with the first goal, but it's a little bit different in the sense that I'm wanting to expand myself on where I am creating at. So I guess the best way of saying it is that I want to do more traditional and diverse pieces. For example, I am wanting to create some more watercolor pieces that have line art that is done with India ink I want to do some storyboarding to see if I can do animatics that are kind of cool. I also want to see if I can do some shadow boxes. I bought a bunch and hoarded it away and have not touched any of the pieces yet. I have all these canvases tucked away and I'm just like, I need to use them. So for this year, I want to try to do that, experiment more, see what I can create, see if there's any of these mediums that I haven't really tried at that I enjoy, that might expand where my abilities lie. We'll see. And last but not least, I want to create some consistent content. This has been something that I've been wanting to do for years. Literally every time that I make an art goal list, I'm just like, I need consistent content. That is a necessity. But I want to make sure that I'm creating content in a timely manner to where I'm giving myself breaks, but it's still consistent. I don't want to have burnout with this because I absolutely love art. I think it would be really fun to say that this is something that I accomplished and figure out exactly what my pace is to create consistent content. Is it once a month that I need to create a piece, or is it to where I can create something every week, which is honestly what I'm hoping for. And that's what I'm going to set my goal at for now. So without further ado, the consistent schedule is that I am hoping to create a video here on this channel every Saturday and a blog post every other Wednesday. The content will probably be similar stuff, but a little bit different, maybe different insights into it and focus because they are different platforms. The blog will probably be more of the like specs and such, while this channel will probably be more about the emotional process. Which all I mean by that is like, what were my thoughts while I was going through this? What did I want to accomplish? So on and so forth. And usually I don't accomplish these goals because I am overachieving. I'm a perfectionist. So these goals usually don't get accomplished because I am trying so hard to make them perfect every time instead of just doing. And I want to be a little bit more of a action person, I guess. I want to see how far I can go, push my limits, and I think these goals will do it. And I'm hoping that by vlogging my journey with them, I'm going to hold myself accountable enough to complete it. And if not, I'll at least have some documentation to see how I did it, to look back and be like, okay, well, that's how you messed up there, buddy. Let's not do that next time. Next year, let's change it up a bit, you know? Thank you so much for joining me today. It's going to be a journey. The first is always the worst, right? You got to get through the rough draft in order to clean it up and refine it. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. If you would like to see more of my work and where I'm at right now, check out my socials below because they will have a lot of the artwork that I've been working on, or check out any of the videos that I have already out to see some of the process with my digital work. I don't know how to end this, so yeah, I had my coffee really far off. I guess until further ado, I hope you have some good coffee or tea and that you have a good day. Bye! Hope to see you again.